Hello and welcome to Storytime English. Today we have a new story for you. It's called First Day in a New City and it's perfect for learners at the A2 level. Get ready to learn some new words about finding your way around a new place. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next story. My name is Leo, and my life changed on one Tuesday in September. I moved to Boston, but not just to Boston. I moved to Harvard University. I came from a small town in Europe where there were more cows than people. It was a very big change for me. The first thing I felt was fear. Everything was so big. The buildings were like giants and the streets were full of loud cars. I looked at the map on my phone, but the streets were like a big puzzle. I felt lost even before I left my room. My apartment was small, but it was my safe place in this huge new world. My first task was to buy some food. I needed milk, bread, and eggs. I looked up a small grocery store on my phone. It was just a few blocks away. Easy, I thought. I took a deep breath, put on my jacket, and went outside. The street was full of people. They were walking fast, talking on their phones and looking busy. I felt like a small boat in a big ocean. I tried to walk like them, but I was slow. I looked at my phone and then at the street signs. The street names were long and difficult. Massachusetts Avenue, Kirkland Street. My head started to spin. I walked for 10 minutes, but I couldn't find the store. I saw a small cafe on the corner. It looked cozy, with a warm light inside. Maybe I could ask for help there. I went inside and looked at the menu. It was all in English, of course, but I didn't know many of the words. I felt embarrassed. The barista smiled at me. He had a friendly face. I decided to try. "Excuse me," I said quietly. "Can you help me? I need to go to the grocery store, but I am lost." The barista smiled again. "Of course. Which one do you need?" "The one on Massachusetts Avenue," I replied. He looked at my phone and then pointed to the street. "You are very close. Just go straight, then turn left at the traffic light. The store is on your right. You can't miss it." I felt so much relief. My head stopped spinning. "Thank you so much," I said. He just smiled and said, "Welcome to Boston." Suddenly, I didn't feel so lost anymore. The city was still big, but now I knew I could ask for help. My first day was difficult, but I found my way. I felt a little braver. I felt much better after my trip to the grocery store. The walk back was easy. I knew the way now. Straight, then right at the traffic light. I had a big bag with my new food, milk, eggs, and bread. They were my first Boston groceries. I found my building and went to the front door. Almost home, I thought. I walked up the stairs to my floor. My door was right next to another apartment. I was trying to find my key in my pocket when I heard the door open behind me. I turned around. 2 students were standing in the doorway. One of them had a big smile. The other was holding a guitar. "Hi," said the one with the smile. "You must be new. I'm Chris, and this is my roommate, Ben. I smiled back. Hi, I'm Leo. I just moved in. Just then, my bag broke. The paper ripped and my groceries fell out. The bread rolled across the floor. The carton of milk landed with a soft thump. And an egg, well, the egg wasn't so lucky. It broke on the floor. Oh no, I said, feeling my face get red. I'm so sorry. Chris and Ben just laughed. Don't worry about it, said Chris. This happens all the time. Ben put down his guitar and grabbed some paper towels from his apartment. Here, let us help you. We have some spare eggs and milk too. Come on in. I couldn't believe it. I was so embarrassed, but they were so friendly. I went into their apartment. It was a bit messy, with books and papers everywhere, but it was cozy. They gave me some milk and 2 eggs, and Chris found a new bag for me. We talked for a while. They were students too. Chris was studying history, and Ben was a music major. They told me about the best pizza place nearby and the secret path through the campus. When I finally went back to my apartment, I felt happy. I wasn't just a boy from a small town anymore. I was a student at Harvard, and I had new friends. My first day in the city was hard, but it ended with a new sense of hope. My first home in Boston was just next door. The next few days were much easier. I walked to the grocery store again, and this time I didn't need my phone map. I knew the way. The friendly barista waved at me, and I waved back. It felt good. The biggest change, though, was my neighbors. Every time I saw Chris or Ben, they would smile and say hi. We started talking more. They showed me where the library was and how to get to the student dining hall. We even had pizza together one night. It was the best pizza I've ever had. Before, I felt like a stranger in a big, scary place. The streets were too big, the people were too fast, and I was so alone. But now it's different. I still miss my small town, but I'm not afraid anymore. I know that I'm a student at Harvard and I have friends here. My small apartment is not just a room. It's a home. And these streets are not just streets. They are my neighborhood. I learned that a new city isn't just a place with big buildings and loud cars. It's a place with friendly faces, new friends, and a chance to feel at home. It's a place where a lost boy from a small town can find his way. And that is a good feeling. I hope you enjoyed the story of Leo's first days in Boston. What do you think will happen to him next? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to hear more stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.